Hey guys, welcome to Warrior Wednesday. We are Wedlock Warriors, Jeff and Maggie out here. And if you've ever wondered what is going to help you unlock the doorway to a wonderful marriage, tonight's your night. We're going to be talking about that specifically. Like I said, we're Jeff and Maggie now, the founders of Wedlock Warriors. And if it's your first time visiting us tonight, what Wedlock Warriors is, just so you know, it's two people that didn't think they were going to make it in their marriage. In fact, you can read about our story at our website, wedlockwarriors.com, where you can download our free report entitled The 5 Immediate Steps You Need to Take Right Now, which would be immediate, to start saving your marriage or to turn your marriage in a different direction, however you want to say it. But anyways, we wrote that report, and it's the 5 most critical steps we used, me and Maggie, to save our marriage from complete disaster. When I mean complete disaster, I mean divorce papers, the whole 9 yards, complete disaster, to where it is today, awesome and wonderful and great. And that's what we want for you guys, because we were there. We know that, you know, sometimes life gets out of hand, and if there's a way to think about Wedlock Warriors for you, it's this. The minefield that you're in right now, there is a pathway out. We are on the other side of the minefield going, hey, we made it. Step here, step there, step here, step there. Don't step there. That way you can make it across the minefield in a safe and sound manner and into a happy marriage. And that's what this is all about. We're just people that have gone through the minefield before you, made it through to the other side, and we're willing to show you the way. So tonight we want to talk about how to open that door to a really wonderful marriage and walk you through part of the focus class that we do on a weekly basis here on Wednesday nights. And focus, the word focus, is an acronym we came up with to describe the 5 steps, F-O-C-U-S. And each one of those letters has a different lesson involved or a different action step that you need to take to start saving your marriage and preserving your marriage and moving in a better direction. And so tonight we're actually on the U part of focus, which is unraveling the truth. Now, unraveling the truth, just to kind of recap a little bit of what we talked about in previous weeks, and we're going to go forward here with this thought, is the application of what we call the pattern of change. And so if you want to have a positive change in your relationship, or really in anything in life, you have to start, with the pattern of change. And that goes into what we're going to talk about tonight in Unraveling the Truth. Now, the pattern of change, just a real quick recap, if we have results in life, so results that we have right now, we're not happy with them, how do we change it? Well, results come from the actions that we've taken. The actions we take come from the thinking we presently have concerning the relative things going on in our life. And the thinking that we have actually comes from the information that we have stored in our brains concerning whatever's going on in our life. So if we want to get better results, we can't just start by attacking the action that we have. We have to go further back and adjust the thinking. But to get the thinking that we need to have a better result, we actually have to go back to the root cause of the problem in the first place, and that's the information that we have presently in our lives about a certain situation. So that's kind of a recap of the pattern of change. And if you want to change anything in your life, if you follow that pattern, it's always start with the information about what you want to change. Start changing that first, then you can have any result you want in just about anything in life. And so tonight, that's what we're going to be talking about, opening that doorway that's going to give you a wonderful marriage.
I want to share something with you.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
Okay.
This is really good.
I'm reading it, so let me take off my glasses. It seems a little backwards.
Yeah.
Who am I? I am your constant companion. I am your greatest helper or heaviest burden. I will push you onward or drag you down to failure. I am completely at your command. Half the things you do, you might as well just turn over to me, and I will be able to do them quickly and correctly. I am easily managed. You must merely be firm with me. Show me exactly how you want something done, and after a few lessons, I will do it automatically. I am the servant of all great individuals and, alas, of all failures as well. Those who are great, I have made great. Those who are failures, I have made failures. I'm not a machine, though I work with all the precision of a machine plus the intelligence of a human. You may run me for a profit or run me for ruin. It makes no difference to me. Take me, train me, be firm with me, and I will place the world at your feet. Be easy with me, and I will destroy you. Who am I? I am habit. Why do I bring this up? We've been talking about habits since the beginning of the year, and talking about, we shared a little bit of what we're doing with our purge and removing clutter. But when we're talking about unraveling the truth and getting that information into your mind, you sometimes have to create a new habit, especially if you're not used to reading good information and getting that information in. So I just wanted to just talk through a few thoughts about that habit and what it takes. Yes, you have to read some things. You actually have to open some books and get some information in.
Start with the Bible.
Right. Well, and the Bible's a fabulous place to start. And I know we talked about that when we covered the F. We talked about getting some devotion time and really like making that a habit for the first, I think we said 15 days.
Yes.
And so we gave that challenge out there. And if you've been doing that already, good for you. You're on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have to say, Jeff was talking about your results at the end. That's what you see, right?
And that's what we want ultimately want to affect is the results that we have in our marriage.
And so often we change our actions right away. We try to, we're just going to Band-Aid fix this and
we're just not going to fight.
Right.
Cut it off, right?
That'll work.
That never works.
So you have to adjust your thinking. So we have some great books that we recommend in that report that you can download. And each month we're going to continue to recommend books to you. I'll have one towards the end of this that I'm going to challenge you to read. But I want you to think right now about what your habits are in the day. Probably some of those habits you have to do, but some of them, I know we do what's called vegging out sometimes after work, and you sit down and you, not we, but like we as humans, and you watch TV for 20, 30, 40 minutes just to unwind, just to, fill in the blank here. Look at all those times when you have that little bit of extra time. Could you plug that in to a book for 15 minutes a day?
Yeah, I agree, and one of the things about developing habit, now here I'll just tell you this. So if the doorway to a wonderful marriage comes from information, if the information's the doorway, then habit is the key that unlocks that door.
That's good.
Hey, I just came up with it. So if we're going to affect positive change in our marriage, we have to develop the habit of reading, and that's what Unravel the Truth is all about. Unraveling the truth about the present condition of our marriage, what we are as people, and how we work together. Those three things. And the only way you're going to do that is by getting into some really good books. And Maggie, we just went through a really awesome book that we used a lot in our marriage, but we just went through it with our small group.
Right.
Yeah.
Personality.
Yes, Personality Plus. I lost my chain. I lost my chain of thought. Personality Plus. And I would suggest, getting in the habit of getting into that kind of material to start unlocking that door to a wonderful marriage. So, do you want to talk about that book?
Yeah, well, I'm just what he was just sharing there with Personality Plus. We've been through that multiple times. The fact that we did that in a small group, it's a different experience when you can share that with someone else.
And if you don't know what a small group is, if you're out there in this way, because we didn't know what it was, it's a group of people getting together to study something. It's just, we call it a small group in our church.
Right. Well, and you might say, gosh, I don't know any of my friends that want to do this kind of stuff. Who wants to read this stuff? Use us. You know what I mean? And we're gonna recommend a book here. And boy, I would love it if some of you guys would read along with me and just reach out and say, hey, I read this and I was challenged by this, or boy, I really love how the author said this. I would love to hear from you because it would hold me accountable too. It's fun for me to be able to share with you guys as well. So did you want to talk more about Personality Plus?
Well, I want to hit on habit a little bit more, and then you can move on with it. I think that'll be fine. Listen, it's not easy developing a new habit. Like when we were going through our rough time, let me put it this way: you can't afford to lax when you're going through a really rough time, and you think that divorce might be in your future. You can't afford to kick up your feet for 5 hours and watch TV. You can't. I'm not saying don't relax for a little bit. Everyone needs a little bit of R&R. But what I'm saying is you better get busy. You better get busy, man. And developing that habit, that particularly the habit of reading, is a really, it's the key. It is the key to your success now and your success in the future. Because there's nothing that can change the wiring of your brain, the thinking that you're gonna need to take with you, than reading. You can look at there's countless studies on how reading affects the brain. Go out there and do it. I'm not a scientist. I'm not going to go over that. But it is proven that if you want to rewire your brain for success in anything, you have to start with reading. Why do you think God gave us his word in a book form, right? So with that being said, I think that, one of the things that I'm really impressed with you all the time is how diligent you are in your reading and how you're always like, hey, how can I get in this? How can I, look at this, Jeff, check this out. This is awesome. This is totally us. And as you start going, now that's not going to happen right away, but as you start progressing forward, these little things will start coming out at you. And you might be thinking, hey, Jeff, I don't read. Well, to that we say, then you don't fix. There's no way, guys. We didn't just make the 5 steps because it was something that we just kind of walked into. The 5 steps, you can't leave any of them out. You can't. There's just no way to leave any of them out and have success. So with that being said, I think my wife's got a book she wants to show you.
I do, and one more thing on habit that I forgot to mention earlier. We looked it up, and then the number that is said to, the number of days that you need to create a habit is 21. I don't know why that's a magic number, but 3 weeks. And if you can commit to reading, and I would challenge you 15 to 30 minutes a day, commit to that for 21 days and just see. I dare you to do it. And not have any results. And
not have a change. Yeah, you're gonna have change.
It's going to be noticeable.
Right.
So the book that I'm reading right now, and I would love to see some of you guys join me on it, is called "What Did You Expect" by Paul David Tripp. There it is. Yeah. So and it's really awesome because it's talking through, basically what did you expect in your marriage? You were 2 fallen people who came together. And so it's a great eye-opener, and it helps to explain a way to see it from more of a biblical perspective and less of a self perspective. So it's been great for me. It's challenging me. I'm not very deep in it, so please join me and send me some messages via Messenger so that I can see what you think of it.
Awesome, guys. Well, I think that's about it for tonight, guys. We love you, and we thank you for being here tonight. Hopefully this is getting through to you. Hopefully we're helping some people out there. We've been getting really good positive responses through email and through private messages here on Facebook. So we love you guys. We are in the fight with you. We're Wedlock Warriors. Real life.
Real questions.
Real answers. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.